Hey guys, welcome to another video on my channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at what I consider to be the best workshop weapon out there in the game currently. Again, this is just my opinion, but after running so many different builds and seeing, what players in like higher level play, what they are running, I'm pretty sure that the Taran is the best weapon that you can purchase right now in terms of workshop points. I've run the Magnums, I've run like Tridents and Hydras and all that kind of stuff, Trebuchets, but the Taran is the one that can deal damage the quickest. And the more damage you do, the more silver you make. So, I highly recommend getting at least 4 Tarans when you're starting off. And then moving over to 4 Magnums before you get any workshop robot. But yeah, definitely the Taran. So what I've done here, I've kind of loaded up my hangar with only Taran builds for the most part. So I've got a boa with Thunder and Taran. I'm running this bot because not everyone will have or be able to purchase, multiple Tarans at once. I mean, you're still saving workshop points. So you want to know, what weapon to get and what bot to run it on. So the boa is a good option because it's pretty much a tank. I mean, it has 185k HP when fully maxed out. Great maneuverability, great corner shooter. And it works really well with the Thunder, so that's why I threw that in. For those of you who only have 1 Taran. And then I have a Lancelot with Thunder double Tarans, a Fujing with 3 Tarans, a Griffin with Taran Magnums. This build is actually a great build. If you're thinking about a silver robot, this is another option here as well. And then I have a Galahad with Taran and Magnums. I'm probably going to be switching out some of these for... let me see, the Rogatka and the Rhino. So I'll probably substitute one of those after we start playing a couple games here. I'm going to run maybe 2 or 3. If I can get it in 2 games, that would be great. But, no promises. Because I tend to run my games in quick succession, one after the other. That way you kind of get a feel for just how powerful, that weapon or that build is. I think in my mind, it's a more honest opinion because you can always cherry pick your games and you can always show the best stuff. But that's not being very realistic because when you do go out there, quite often the battlefield doesn't exactly favor what you're running. And you need to be able to see that too, I think. So that's why I'm kind of running all of this, and I'm going to try to see if I can do 2-3 games in a row. And maybe while we're waiting, what was the first workshop weapon that you purchased once the workshop feature became available to you? Because I'd love to know what your first purchase was. I believe mine was the Taran. I think I bought 2. I think I bought 2 first, and then I kind of bought Magnums afterwards because I ran it on a Griffin. Whoa, my team has some range here. Well, we've got Trebs and we've got Tridents. I guess that's good, and Pins. This map, because it's so wide open, I'm actually very vulnerable here because I have no range. I do have Tarans on my side, so I guess that's better than running all Orkans. But yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go. If the other team has a lot of range, I'm gonna be in trouble. I think that's the best way to put it. Yeah, so they do have someone there with Pins. I got to be careful of him. There's a lot of guys there back with Pins, I think. They're all waiting back there, and that's usually a sign. They've got some Galahads. Yeah, you can see I'm getting hit pretty bad here. Trying to at least get some damage in on this guy. If I have my Thunder on him, perhaps I can hit him. I think I got some decent damage to him. But yeah, I can't really avoid all those Pins because I really don't have the ability to do that. Oh jeez. This is going to be an interesting one because we've got a lot of we've got 2 guys here, and no, they are getting hit. I'm gonna see if I can hit this Rhino. Oh, I got stuck on a pole here. Whew. I tried to actually break that. I tried to break his shield. Yeah, I'm not expecting to survive long here, mostly because the other team has range and I'm not running any range whatsoever. This is also why I say, to always have at least 1 range bot in your lineup, and then the rest can be close range. But I also try to balance it with splash too. Man, I always get into that guy's way there. I'm gonna see if I can hit this guy here. Just getting this beacon back, because we're not doing too hot right now on the beacon bar. Yeah, take note also of, you know, what weapons my opponents are running, because you can be sure that they're going to be running plasma. I'm just moving side to side here in the hopes that some of his plasma will miss me. I'm not even going to go into sentry. I know some players say that, you know, they find it works for them, but for me, I found more often than not I tend to die quicker that way. See, if I can get him to miss some of his shots, that's really good. Trying to see if I can get over here quick, but I think I'm gonna get hit before I manage to get. Shoot! Oh man, he's hitting. Come on. 526. 526. Lockdown. 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 Yeah, I'm not doing too good, guy. I've only got 526 health. Notice that this rhino in front of me, he's running Tarans too. Kind of staying near him in case someone fires splash at him. Maybe I should move up a bit. Put your shield up. Oh wait, I can use his shield. How about that? I'm using his physical shield. That's funny. That's good teamwork right there. Okay, so I'm in a landslot with Thunder Tarans now. Let's see how this goes. I need to get into center because I think they're gonna take that beacon back again. There is a player on the left side that needs to get hit by some tridents. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I think this player... trying to move down this way here because... oh man, I don't know if that was a good idea. Because they have a death button here. You gotta be careful of all those Orcans. Okay, so they're all stacking up on this right side. I think I'm gonna move to the right here. We've got a Fury to help. I think that Fury should be able to take him out. There we go. We need to actually get into a center here. See if I can get this player from underneath here. Just need to break their shield. That's one way to actually break a Lancelot shield pretty quick too. And just remember, this weapon does a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. So the more Tarans you have, the deadlier it actually is. So yeah, you manage to do more damage that way. And more damage equates to more silver. So if you're thinking about getting a weapon that, you know, can do a lot of damage or can hopefully help you with making silver, the Taran is a great weapon for that. This guy's got... yeah, I'm trying to run back so that I can avoid some of those Orcans hitting me. And he doesn't have a Thunder, so I don't really have to worry about getting hit by the Thunder weapon either. I'm just trying to keep my distance. I actually think his shield is broken there. So he's going to drop down. So you're able to actually see me take down his shield too. Just going to look around here. Ooh, I think our one player might have crashed perhaps. Yeah, he's going to take out this player here. He might as well because his shield's broken. So I'm going to focus on his shield even more so that he's going to start firing his Orcans at me. Okay, there we go. So not too bad. I'm now going to be switching out a couple of things here. So I'm going to run, instead of the Griffin, I'm going to run a Rhino. So let's get rid of some of these weapons here. Kind of wish that there was a button to unequip all my weapons on my bot. It would save me a lot of time, because I only have limited amount of Tarans and Magnums. So if I run out, then yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to take out... Let me put the Rhino in here first. So we're going to do the Rhino next, and then I'm going to probably run a Rogatka. I think I'll do that next afterwards. So we will run a Rhino. And then let's see, what do we have that has two? I think I'm going to take out the... Let me take out the Fuging. I'll keep the Lancelot in there. I'll take out the Fuging, and then I'm going to run the two Tarans on a Rogatka so that we have that as well. That last game was actually pretty decent. I didn't do a ton of damage, but you've got to keep in mind that, you know, I was on a map where a lot of players tend to run RDBs. For those of you that are wondering, you know, what is an RDB? It's a Russian death button. So that's a Griffin with Columbus and pins. And, you know, players are running tridents and stuff. So I can't really get close to those players. When I can, then I can do a lot of damage. So we're going to run. So this is what we're going to run. It's take a look. So we have a Boa with Thunder Taran, a Lancelot with Thunder Tarans, a Rogatka with two Tarans, a Rhino with Taran Magnums, and a Galahad with Taran Magnums. So let's go ahead and let's run game number 2. Hopefully this is a good game, and hopefully it's on a smaller map like, I don't know, Dead City, Power Plant has a lot of cover too, and Moon Map. I think if it's on one of those maps and it ends up being a really good or close game, then we will wrap things up, because that kind of gives you an idea of how well you know, this weapon performs on more wide open maps versus smaller maps with a lot of cover, because usually on smaller maps with a lot of cover you kind of want to run more Orkans, and to have a hangar with just plasma, I'm not sure how well I would do, but you know, it's one way to show you guys how well it performs, I guess. So we're just waiting for matchmaking to kick in here, and here we go. Okay, so Dead City, this is perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better map. So we're going to see how well this does now. I'm going to run with the Boa Thunder Taran. Taking a look to see who's on my team here. So we do have... Yeah, and take note too, guys, of, you know, what my teammates are running and what the other team is running, because I can almost guarantee, like you can see a player here on the left side running Taran Magnums. And I think I saw Plasma Griffin there who's, I guess, admiring the sight. He's not even moving. Everyone's wondering what's going on. There is, I believe this player here on the left side is actually in a Galahad with that Taran Magnums, I believe. Oh man, I'm gonna get hit by pins. Yeah, so you can see that Griffin, he has plasma too. Oh wait, this guy has splash. Interesting. I think he's got Orkan, maybe Orkan Magnums or something. There's that guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a... I'm gonna see if I can do work with the thunder here too. These guys have a lot of splash here. Trying to break that shield of his because I got a thunder and it helps, especially with the Taran too. There we go, his shield's broken. So that was actually pretty good with the Boa. We managed to get rid of that one player there. Got a couple of guys on the right side here. See what's going on. I think this is the player that actually has a, I think he has an RDB. Okay, so I managed to... I didn't want to jump there because I wasn't sure what the other guy was in. Oh man, this is why you don't want to jump. Sometimes when you jump... yeah, you know when you jump and you're like, oh crap. There's a... there's a Lancelot waiting for you with Orkans. Let's see if we can get... I'm not sure what these guys are on the right side. A lot of players are running splash. I gotta really be careful about how I approach each player here. So yeah, that guy's running splash too, so I don't want to go that way because I'm at a disadvantage. I'm gonna see if I can move all the way to the left side. See if I can get down this side here. Look at how quickly I'm able to do damage, even though they jumped. I mean, that's quite a bit of damage there. I think I'm gonna move around here because I know this player who jumped. He's vulnerable, so you can see the amount of damage that this, you know, these weapons do. I always get players asking me, you know, Adrian, how do you get so much silver? One way to get a lot of silver is to run high damage weapons, and one of those weapons is the Taran, so that's why you always see me run. I'm gonna put my shield up here because I know that I can use that. So look at how quickly his health is dropping. Oh, whoa, 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 there's a guy back here. I actually want to back out here because I think that that's a carnage. One thing I can't hear is game sounds when I do this live commentary, and I think that one player actually had a carnage. Because it looked like I saw some sort of spark or something happening there. Yeah, so he does. So that's the other thing too. The Taran, because it's a plasma weapon, it actually goes through energy shields. So I'm going to push this side here. I think this player's in a Lancelot. I don't know, I just have a gut feeling. Let me guess, this guy's got splash. Just gonna use my shield. Just wanted to take him out. This player, I'm gonna get taken out by him because he's gonna... Oh! That was game. that was pretty quick. So as you can see, you know, I managed to get some pretty good damage in there. The game didn't really last that long. Let's see. I did manage to use the Rhino and the Rogatka. Let me run another game. That one game was pretty quick. If we can get like power plant map and or maybe, I don't know, moon map, it would be good. Even if it's a wide open map, I think it would kind of highlight, you know, these weapons. So let's see if we can get a another map here quick. And here we go. Okay, so we're on the Yamantau map again, winter map. Let's see how we're gonna do. Actually, I shouldn't say again, because I think the first game that I played was actually on... Oh geez. It was actually on Canyon map. I've been trying to record or at least get some footage here, and I think my first attempt I landed in on Yamantau map. And then I think I screwed up with something. I can't remember what happened. But we're on Yamantau map and we see a lot of glowing lights back there, which is not good for me because I think I'm gonna get hit. Yeah, that's a lot of... Holy crap. Okay. I'm gonna wait until that guy fires first. When he fires, then I'm gonna move in. Because we have Furies, so he's more likely gonna hit them. You know, or at least fire at them. It's gonna be tough for me to get into center though. Especially with this lineup. Let's see. This player is waiting for me. Oh jeez, I'm getting pinned to death there. Trying to see if I can knock his shield down, because that way, you know, our Furies can, or whoever, can hit him with splash. We actually have a guy jump up on the right side too of me, I can see there. Oh jeez, yeah, there's no ways I was going to be able to get up there. So on a map like this, you definitely want some range, but the Taran, it's pretty effective. Like, you could, once you get within range, you can do a lot of damage. Again, take note of, you know, what my teammates and what the other team is running. Let's see if we can spot any more Tarans being used. I think, here we go, there's a player here on the right side who has it. And he did a lot of damage to that guy up top there too. So that guy, he either had to ditch or he got taken out, not sure yet. See if I can help my teammate here. We can help to break this guy's shield. Trying to help him. Yeah, his shield's busted up. Trying to move sideways so that he can miss some of his shots. I don't actually want to I didn't want to jump, because once I jump I land, you know, they're gonna hit me with like tridents and stuff. It's actually easier to track too if you're getting hit, if you kind of jump. There is a player there with trebs. Again, take note of just how much damage I'm able to do with these weapons. There's a reason why a lot of high level players tend to run it. This guy's going to jump soon. He's going to jump and he's going to try fire his pins at me. Oh, so I almost managed to kill him. I think he's probably going to ditch. I mean, he got hit pretty bad. Someone just needs to breathe on him and he's dead. Yeah, look at that. He's got like a sliver of health. It's like 5 health. He still has his jump too, which is even more amazing. So again, look at this player in front of me. He is, oh my gosh. Someone just needs to fire their thunder at him. I'm gonna see if I can kill him before he gets his beacon. Oh jeez. What's with these players and they're just sliver of health left? I'm gonna go into a center here and see if I can at least capture this beacon. Actually, I don't even think I captured it. I think I only turned it white there. That was a bad move. Come on, shield. Uh-oh. What's this guy in? Trying to stay close to this spot here because they've got a couple of guys. I think they have like splash or something. Look at that plasma hitting that player too. He's got a sliver of health. So you can see a lot of plasma being fired. A lot of players tend to run the Taran weapon in higher level play. You can see all of, even up there on the covered bridge, that player there, I think he's in a Galahad with Taran Magnums. Someone's firing plasma at him too. So he's going to move to the left side. I'm actually going to move this side too, just so that I can cut him off, because I think he's going to try get this beacon. So if I can get here before he does, or he's going to have second thoughts here. So he's getting hit from behind here too, so he won't know where to turn. Okay, so we managed to take him out. I'm going to run down the covered bridge here and see if I can help my teammates. Let's lock onto this guy here. Shield up. There we go. I'm going to break through his shield. So we can see now how much damage this does, because it's going to break. His shield's actually broken. You can see his health is dropping. It's dropping pretty quick too. Let me see if I can hit this guy here as well, because he's in a excuse my set player up there. I'm gonna back up because they do have someone that's firing splash there, and I think I need to have, trying to see if I can break this guy's shield too. Whew. That's a lot of splash. Come on, we gotta stop him. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my final bot here with the Lancelot and Thunder Taran, see if I can get in there. I've got some pretty good damage with those Tarans, I think. I think this might be a pretty high scoring game. If I can get into center though, they have 3 guys stacked there. That's going to be a tough one, but they are running short on players here, so I think we're in a good position. Let's see if I can hit this guy. There we go. So a pretty good game, and I think that really highlighted. Yeah, so I did decent amount of damage. Decent amount of damage considering I'm running only like Tarans basically. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap things up there. But before I leave, regarding the Taran weapon, so when you have workshop points and you're building up and you're not really sure what to purchase, make sure that you purchase 4 Tarans first. So Tarans being this weapon here. I would purchase 4 of these and then purchase 4 Magnums, which is this weapon over here. So do Tarans first, then Magnums, and then maybe go for the Rhino after that. And yeah, the reason why you want to go for the Tarans is because it just does so much damage. And being that it does so much damage, it'll help you make more silver, which you can use, towards your upgrades and, stuff like that, or your purchases. So make sure that you do stock up on your Tarans. Apologies to that player for inviting me. I am doing a video here, so that's why I had to cut things short. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I guess until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.